Holman leads resistance, but Derbyshire edge first day. Middlesex went into the county championship hiatus on a high at the pinnacle of the Division 2 table, undefeated in their 6 games so far. They travelled to Derbyshire, Queen's Park in Chesterfield the setting, with the hosts looking to kickstart their campaign and close that 32-point gap to their visitors. Sam Robson and Mark Stoneman got Middlesex off to a solid start. A patient one though. Derbyshire looked determined, and Rees made the breakthrough. Robson out LBW for 10. It was steady stuff from the second wicket partnership after Robson's departure. They inched their way past 50. That's where they started to accelerate. Boundaries more forthcoming now. Eskenazi threatening to catch up with Stoneman. But the Middlesex opener would make it as far as 37 when he prodded at one from Dahl, only to hand Madsen a simple catch in the slips. Eskenazi soon followed. Bales sent flying by the left-arm spin of Scotland international Mark Watt. Middlesex denied their hosts any further wickets. An even session finished with the score 83 for 3. Robbie White and Max Holden returns to the middle after the break. The former took his side to 3 figures with a boundary off the spin of Watt. Holden, though, couldn't get going, and Petman struck for his maiden LV County Championship wicket. Concern in the Middlesex ranks now. 4 down and not far beyond 100. Derbyshire turned the screw. The score 131 when Simpson fell, caught by a leaping Madsen off the bowling of Thompson. And before they'd breached 150, White had to follow, out-caught by Guest off the bowling of Dahl. The hosts on the charge now. Roland Jones couldn't make it to tea. LBW to Rees before the break. Middlesex had started to crumble. A regroup required. The score 176 for 7 at the break. Holman had been plugging away throughout the innings. Partners had departed, but he kept his head and guided Bamber with him. The pair moved the score beyond 200 and inspired a bit of a fight back from the visitors. He was 2 away from 50 when Watt found his edge and Madsen held on. Surely the innings was coming to an end. It certainly looked that way when Wadalawita followed, caught behind, flashing at a wide Petman delivery. But Murtagh refused to be beaten. Middlesex continued to build with their final wicket pair. 250 not out of the question. And they got there with a boundary fired through the leg side by Bamber. Just how far would these two push the score? The answer, 251. Murtagh's edge flew away to the boundary, Madsen took the catch, and Petman had a third on debut. Holman's innings of 48 had proved to be pivotal to Middlesex. Without it, their total may have been a paltry one. But Derbyshire will be pleased with their efforts. Petman the pick of the bowlers on debut, with 3 for 40. There was time left for Masood and Godalman to get Derbyshire up and running with the bat, and they got off to a solid start. Masood with the lion's share, in the runs again with early boundaries, and the total at the close, 28 for none. They'll return to Queen's Park full of confidence tomorrow. Middlesex had tried to salvage the innings, but had probably left a fair few runs out there in the middle. A memorable day too for Petman, leading the attack on debut, a day he won't soon forget.